All right, today I want to discuss why Weekend at Bernie's is such a good movie and why it's misunderstood. When it came out in 1989, a lot of critics said that it was in very poor taste. What is so funny about a dead body? What is so funny about a dead guy? There's nothing funny. It's not tasteful. It's disgusting. Why would you make a movie like this? Well, the writers and the director did something really interesting for the character of Bernie Lomax. What they did was they made him a morally bankrupt character. Think about it. As soon as he finds out that two guys are going to expose him for defrauding his own company, what does he do? He hatches a plot to have them assassinated. Brilliant writing. So right off the bat, we've established that the guy is literally worth more dead than he is alive. He's morally bankrupt, right? He's a piece of crap. Sorry to say, but he's not a very he's a morally bankrupt person, right? So he doesn't deserve any oh God, I can't even think. He doesn't deserve much respect. A guy like that doesn't deserve respect, right? Another reason why Weekend at Bernie's is such a good movie that's misunderstood is because Larry Wilson and Richard Parker are young up and coming guys, right? Like, you know, they're just trying to do the best for themselves. And this is in 1989. Okay, the world was a lot different back then. And they're in New York City. Again, housing is not cheap. Cars are not cheap. Parking is not cheap. And that's actually made fun of quite a bit in the film. It's funny. Now, the house itself, I think it was built in, it was either North Carolina or South Carolina, probably South Carolina, but Bald Head Island. And what happened was for the production, they had to build this house. Under one condition, the house had to be completely torn down after the film was wrapped up, because it was a historical site and they didn't want anything left there, no ruins or anything. So the filmmakers followed through. They made the film, shot it, and then when it was all completed, they tore the house down, which is a shame because it was a gorgeous house in a very 80s way with the plum and teal interior. Gorgeous. Now, what makes Larry and Richard so likable is that they're friends, they're co-workers and they're friends, but they're they couldn't be more different. For one, Larry is absolutely hilarious. He only seems to care about himself. That's all he's concerned about is his own well-being, and it's absolutely hilarious to watch. Like when they meet in his office, when Bernie says, "I want you two to come to my house at the beach for the weekend," and Richard goes, "Us?" and then Larry goes, "Me?" Right? It's priceless because that's Larry's character, right? He's worried about himself. So, and another thing too, when they find Bernie at his house and he's dead, all Larry can think about is how his weekend at this beautiful house is ruined, right? And meanwhile, Richard is more feeling sorry for Bernie and saying, well, this is horrible. Who would do this to our boss? You know, he was a great guy. They haven't found out yet that Bernie was about to have them assassinated. They don't know that yet, so they think he's a great guy. Peachy keen. And anyway, so Larry's sitting there beside dead Bernie, beside the corpse, and he's like, what kind of a host invites you up for the weekend and then dies on you? Why do these kind of things always happen to me? It's absolutely hilarious. I personally find it priceless. And then Richard goes on about what they're going to do, and he's like, how can he do this, huh? I mean, he had a house, cars, women. This is tragic. And then Larry immediately goes, I don't understand why he couldn't have waited until Monday to kill himself. I mean, just the deadpan, absolutely dry delivery of that, I found, even as a kid, when I saw that when I was 8 years old, I found that hysterical. I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, I shouldn't go on too much more about it. Like I said, you get the point. It's a very, very good movie. And it gets misunderstood a lot. Quite a bit, actually. And if you haven't seen Weekend at Bernie's, you should see it as soon as you can, because you won't regret it. It's one of those movies you never forget. So, check it out.